Welcome to Make the Most of Mailchimp. This is still part 1, and now the question is how? How is Mailchimp different from regular email? And how much does Mailchimp cost? How is Mailchimp different from regular email? You send and receive dozens of emails every day, most likely, but Mailchimp is different. There's a lot more complexity. You have landing pages to worry about. The emails are measurable. The emails are subject to the Can-Spam Act, and there's just a lot more stress associated with it. So let's talk about complexity. Here's a typical blast newsletter. It sure has a lot of parts. There's a header and a footer. You have headlines and images and buttons. You're going to have to program all of that when you're sending a message out of Mailchimp. When you're sending a message out of Mailchimp, you have 4 different kinds of messages that you can choose from: regular campaigns, plain text campaigns, A/B testing campaigns, and RSS campaigns. We'll come back to all of those later. But you have 4 choices. That's more than you have when you send a regular email. There's 5 major steps to sending an email out of Mailchimp, and it can take 30 minutes or more to complete all 5 of them. And that doesn't even include the time it takes to write the email or define the photos. Landing pages. When you're sending an email out of Mailchimp, you should pair that email with a landing page. And this is different from emails to individuals and small groups. When you're writing an email to one person, the entire message is usually contained in that one email. But when you're sending out of Mailchimp, the best practice is to split your message. You put part of your message in the email, and you put part of it back on your website. And that part of it back on the website, that's called the landing page. Measurability. Mailchimp offers a lot more measurability than your regular email program. So let's imagine we're trying to raise money here for the 10-mile mural. We've created a landing page with a donate button on it, and we've created a Mailchimp email to promote that page. Now we'd put a link to the page into the Mailchimp email, and it would probably look like this: www.mtwatersheds.org, etc. Now when we send that email out of Mailchimp, Mailchimp's going to automatically add a tracking code. That's what you see there in red. It starts with a question mark, and then it's a bunch of gobbledygook that doesn't make any sense. But here's why Mailchimp does that. Now, whenever anybody clicks on the button that has that link, Mailchimp's going to know about it, and they're going to put it in a report. So you get 2 major types of reports when you send an email out of Mailchimp, and the first is the open rate, and that's an estimate of how many people opened your email. And the second one is the click-through rate. Mailchimp will tell you exactly how many people clicked on a tracking link to visit your landing page. The emails that you send out of Mailchimp are subject to the Can-Spam Act. And that's from back in the good old days when Congress actually did its job. They passed a law called the Can-Spam Act to control predatory emails like this one that you see right here. This is an email that I received saying that if I coughed up my personal information, they would send me $25 million. Here's the bottom line with the Can-Spam Act. It's Mailchimp's business who is on your email list and how they got there. Mailchimp is going to monitor your account for signs that you're spamming your subscribers. And if Mailchimp doesn't like what it sees, it's going to shut you down, and then you're going to have to contact customer support to figure it all out. You don't have to do that when you're just sending a regular email. And all of this adds up to some stress. Here's a warning from Mailchimp that my account has 1 or more issues that needs to be resolved. That means Mailchimp suspects that I am violating the Can-Spam Act. That is a stressful moment. Here's another source of stress and frustration. It takes a long time to send one of these emails out, and sometimes you're in a hurry. Here's another source of stress and frustration. Once you send that email, it's gone. And if there's a mistake in that email, hundreds or thousands of people might see it. So, how much does MailChimp cost? Well, that's hard to say. There's a lot of different price packages. The answer is probably that it's free. MailChimp offers free accounts that are sufficient for most Waterwords clients. You can have up to 2,000 addresses in your account, and you can send up to 12,000 emails per month. For most of our clients, that's plenty. Your second option with MailChimp is to pay as you go, and that's a good choice for occasional emailers. You can purchase credits for 1 or 2 cents per email sent. When you send the email, it draws down the account. When you run out of money in your account, you add some more. And then there are the monthly plans. For the heavy-duty email users, these are going to be a good choice. They start at about $50 per month, and they can go up to several $100s per month, depending on how many addresses you have and how often you mail to them. And that is the Hows of Mailchimp.